Hello, true duelists. My name's Craig Fee, and here are some of the things that made news this week. Clear communication from the TCG continues for Genesys, confirming that Konami's OCG branch does not give a flying fuck about the TCG. I'm sorry, Konami, I did not mean it. Pretty please, I'll be a good boy. Let me be a sponsor. I promise I can keep it in line. Please, please, God, please. Just kidding, they'll never sponsor me. They're not too fond of this here gun that I often like to have in my hand, as well as my obsessive compulsion to say the word fuck. Albaz support. This is somewhat to do with teasing the video or something to that effect. I have no idea. Let's find out. A new Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, and Ron Weasley are looking to tell you a story. That story, of course, being that Master Duel fucking sucks and is dying. And it's only the 63rd video posted today about that exact topic. Welcome to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Update. It's been a slow-ass week in the world of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because I only really found two things worth talking about. And credit goes to me for not making one of those things, the fact that Master Duel is dying. I've only now mentioned it twice now, which makes me 17,000 times less talkative about that subject this week than anyone else, according to me. And if you disagree, shut the fuck up. I'm the newsman. Really, the first thing to talk about is, of course, Genesys, because we need a bit of positivity, and it seems that's the only format giving us any amount of that in any capacity. The latest blog post for Genesys from Konami says that the next point adjustment will explicitly be on Monday, October the 27th, which is like 2 days from the release of this video. Just straight up, here's the point list. It's going to drop on this date. And then more than that, they also list over which sorts of hits we can expect to see, what cards will get points adjusted, both up and down. So much goddamn clear communication. It's actually unfathomable. Master Duel and the TCG, and really even the OCG, I'm sure, can only dream of this much clarity and communication in regards to this fucking game. The blog post mentions Pot of Extravagance by name and says straight up to expect hits to vanquish Soul in both engine and non-engine, thanks to that deck's continued success at tournaments like the ones held at YCS Anaheim and Sao Paulo. There's a mention on specific sorts of cards like Solemn Judgment equivalents and other draw cards that they saw more players playing than they anticipated, so they might get a few points applied here and there. They explicitly state that some players did try to do FTKs and that they would go to their homes and kick them in the dick or apply points to the FTK cards, one of the two. Either way, morally right choice in both regards. And they even mentioned things like Mirage of Nightmare being too costly in its points to tempt players to play it. So there's a hinting that they'll lower the points of that card to see if maybe we can get its play a little bit up, and then if it does too much, then they can add the points back. It's crazy how they can just fluidly adjust the format like that on a whirl. And a special mention, of course, goes to the administration problems, the game administration problems that they saw. They mention in particular the card Question, which means that you have to declare the first card in your opponent's graveyard, but you can't look, which is like, well, what if I went through the grave, and so it's like, it could be a bit of a ruling headache, so maybe that's why it costs more than Monster Reborn, is I believe the card they mentioned. But really, this all is, I think, to just cover for the fact that they don't want to explicitly state that Stevie Blunder did bring Last Turn to the YCS Anaheim Genesys event, and a judge had to follow him around and just deal with rulings questions applying to Last Turn, like, can that shit be Ash Blossomed? I don't know. Ash Blossom says you can discard it to negate the activation of a card that would summon a card from the deck, and Last Turn summons from the opponent's deck, so who knows? Can it be ashed? I think so, but more than that, I think the judges of this game don't want to have to fucking deal with it, so it might be getting a point increase. But don't you worry, advanced player formats, okay? We don't need to worry or stress at anything at all. The advanced format ban list is a lot like your local highway. It's just one more adjustment away from being absolutely perfect, okay? We're just one list away from perfection in the TCG. Protoss and Dimensional Barrier. Bang, bang, it's done, it's saved. What's that? Mjolnir? I don't know what the fuck you just said to me. Norway isn't real. It's not real in the Halo universe, and it's not real in this universe either. Europeans have been lying to you. I refuse to accept the existence of your dog shit M followed by the letter J bullshit. and Albaz support. I clearly ran out of things to say on Genesys there. It never ends with this shit because we're just getting more and more and more. The newest Yu-Gi-Oh product for the TCG is out now, which is also the newest product for the OCG. I believe these had a simultaneous release date. The Chronicles deck, The Fallen and the Virtuous, is bringing some lovely alternate arts and maybe reprints if you really need some copies of Bestials. You've got things like Tri-Brigade Thrust, which is just triple tactics thrust with a Tri-Brigade alternate art, which is really cool and also good and also cool. There is no other news here. It's just a really solid thing to pick up if you want to play branded or get some decent reprints or the really fancy alternate arts. And yeah, there's also the new Albaz support that's been revealed from Burst Protocol, the next set coming out on the OCG that we'll be getting in the TCG on February 6th, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know whether or not I'm going to continue the new card reports or just shove some new cards in to discuss them in updates. We're figuring it out here. Fuck it, we'll do it live. That's a reference to a man with sexual assault allegations. Maybe not a reference I should have made. Who could say for sure? Either way, I'm going to get back onto the script now because this is clearly falling apart in real time. And that's being that there is a new Albaz card that I forgot to include the name of. Fuck, we're off the script again. This is falling apart so rapidly. This is, of course, Branded X, not unlike Ryziel X. I don't know why the hell Branded needed this card, but it's a new level 4 and not Albaz. That is Albaz, and that can send a copy of a monster from the extra deck to the graveyard that mentions Albaz, and then you can special summon this new Albaz from your hand and an Ecclesia from your hand, deck, or grave. Then on normal or special summon, it does the summoning of Ecclesia. So what you can do is you can special out Mr. Albaz, then special Ecclesia and make a free rank 8 or level 8 synchro, I should say, or a level 8 fusion, because you're locked into level 8 synchros and fusions for the rest of the turn. But if your deck plays those things, you have all of that without even using your normal summon, which means that engines and decks like Draco Tail Branded or Pure Branded can play this. Sword Soul can tech it in to make one level 8 synchro before losing yet again because they're playing Sword Soul. The possibilities are endless. Hell, you could throw this in a Tellarknight deck. Summon this out, summon Ecclesia, then be locked for the rest of the turn and be unable to use your extra deck in its entirety, making this a dogshit card in Tellarknight decks. The possibilities are truly endless. It has so much variance, from being able to help your deck to being able to self-Mjolnir yourself in practical terms. What is the limit on this card? Who could say for sure? I don't fucking know. It's a pretty damn good card for specific decks. I don't know what to tell you. Really solid. And then also just helps Draco Tail Branded be a thing, which did win the most recent YCS, so hell yeah, shoutouts to that. The only problem will of course be it's a secret rare. I don't even need to, it's not even, we aren't even at reveals from the current next upcoming set for the TCG. This is 2 sets away if I'm not mistaken. And either way, is it actually?
Nope.
I should have looked that up before I said that out loud. Who knows? Either way, we don't know what this is going to be, but we do know what it's going to be. It's going to be secret rare because Doom posting. We can't be all positive, right? We want to include some negativity in regards to this. Either way, I don't know what the actual end joke was for this. I probably mentioned brain dead players because brain dead, you know, what's the difference? I'll tell you what the difference is. The difference is this video's fucking done. And so that wraps it up for this week's update. As always, I've been your host, Craig Fee. Go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and do another thing as well. Any and all of those actions can make you a true duelist, impress your smoking Italian wife, and will get you into the members club that people can only dream of. The people who know that I forgot to move this pizza shit for the entire video. Well, so I bought the Zaza. And they were like, they gave us 3 crates of the pre-order thing. Do you want it? And I was like, yeah, I guess so. Why not? It's free. And so they gave me a little Chikorita keychain, which is somewhere that who knows. And then I was like, man, maybe that's a sign to pick Chikorita. But I'm like, who could pick Chikorita? Okay, I got to pick my boy Totodile. And then I picked Totodile as my starter. And then they gave me the Feraligatr right, and I Mega Evolved my Feraligatr for the first time, but it didn't do the stupid cutscene where it's like, look at your new Mega. It didn't do the focus on it, so I was just fighting a rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon. And then on like the left bottom corner of my TV screen, my Feraligatr just exploded in a pink ball. It didn't do a fancy animation for me to see what the new Mega looked like. I avoided spoilers up until that point, and so for the first time in my life, I saw Mega Feraligatr, and it was when my Feraligatr exploded in a pink ball and just got a giant fucking red toilet seat over its head, and I'd never been so fucking disappointed with the design of a Mega Evolution Pokemon in my entire life. What the actual fuck is Mega Feraligatr? Who the fuck got paid to make that? I'm actually so pissed about how ugly my fucking Feraligatr is when it Mega Evolves. I don't want to use it. Why the fuck did they go about that? Why? Oh, but it's to make it a big Totodile. I didn't want Mega Totodile. I wanted Mega Feraligatr. Who the fuck? So many positive things to be said about the Pokemon franchise. Why? Actually, the video's supposed to be done. Fuck it. I'll see you next. Oh shit! See you next week.